Letter A. What's the letter after that? Letter B. Take the blindfold off of her and let her see. Oh, hey, hello everyone. Gotta rub my head here. It's Lewis, your favorite Iowa State alumnus. And I know the question hasn't come up at all, and I might have answered it, the why I chose to put myself through 30 chapters in 30 days. Uh, I I did it for Tony. He said he was retiring from content creation, and I was like, damn, what do I give him? What do I give him that's free and low effort? I'm kidding. No, the low effort and free was not were not factors, but I did want to do something for him since he did give me the actual physical copy of uh, of what's causing all this. Toss that. And he also got me into streaming. So let's combine the best of both worlds, kinda. I did 30 videos instead of streams. Was I gonna do it in one sitting? Fuck no. But I was planning on doing a chapter a day. Chapter a day, chapter a day. And then I realized at around chapter like 11 or 12 that I didn't go through the entire book. I didn't put uh, everything that George wrote into the Word document because there are differences between the Word document and what's in the final book. There are negligible corrections, and there are sentences here and there added and taken away. The differences are again negligible, but they're there. Um, so you notice me saying needless to say. That's when the two in needless to say is two O's. Most of those were corrected, but the ones I stretched out were not. So that was me calling those out. Um, I didn't want to call out the space periods. Um, I redacted names because George said he was, that he might, change names to protect the innocent, and yet he didn't do that. He put everybody's name out there, and then he got names of people he don't like. He got middle names and fucking maiden names, middle names, maiden names, married names, protecting their names. Right? And I actually got to speak to somebody who worked with George on the 2010 season. Her name was Sarah, and she was cool. She was interesting because um, I looked her up from before, from after she worked with George, and she traveled. She's got a nice cushy job. So I figured, if I reached out to her, I figured she was gonna tell me to go fuck myself. And nah, she talked to me. She was nice. Shout out to you, Sarah. First thing she said was, "Yeah, he misspelled my name." I'm like, "Yeah, that's our George." So I asked her if that was true. What he said about her. That things were professional. Basically, I asked her if he did anything inappropriate, and she said no. I think she I don't want to say she's intimidating, but she comes off to me like very no nonsense. And even George said in the book that she was hands on with what she wanted to do with the show, and he appreciated that. And The funny thing was, he invited her on for another season, and she could not have left fast enough. She said no. Um, she said he was professional to her, but a misogynist. She emphasized that. She said that. I'm not gonna put our DMs out there, but that's what she said. So no advances made. Anyway, if you want to ask me anything about like, I didn't reach out to anybody else, but uh, I just I'm collecting brain cells right now. Actually, just trying to recoup them. Thank you guys for sticking with me through this long ass journey. This it was only a month, but I feel like I've aged 5 years in that month. I look like shit. I feel like shit. But I love you guys. And I rambled. I yapped for too long, so I'm gonna sign out. I'm gonna touch my head again. Rub myself. Letter kissing.